I was standing in the kitchen, talking to my neighbor through the screen door. She's 72, spry as ever, hair tucked behind her ears, and she suddenly said, "You know what I miss? My face," before it started sliding south. We both laughed, but there was a pause. That kind of pause where it's not really a joke. For many of us, it's not just the lines or the creases, it's the lengthening. How your face seems to stretch out as you age. How the hair you used to love now makes you look tired or drawn or just not quite you. But here's the good part. You don't have to go shorter than you like. You don't need drastic changes. You just need a haircut that shifts the frame. In today's video, we'll look at 5 cuts that do exactly that. Styles that soften a long face, lift where you need it, and let you see yourself again. And if you've been here before, or this is your first visit, Glow After 60 is where we figure these things out together. So go ahead and subscribe if you haven't. Let's get into it. Style 1. Chin length bob with wispy bangs. You know what I learned the hard way? If your face is already long, don't give it a runway. I had my hair down past my shoulders, thought it made me look elegant, but every time I walked past a mirror, all I saw was gravity, just pulling everything down. Hair, face, energy, self-esteem, the whole lot. A simple chin-length bob changed that. Not too short, not too severe, just right at the jawline, so the eye stops there. It cuts the length in a gentle way. Now add a wispy bang, not a heavy curtain that needs blow-drying and prayers, just a light fringe, soft and scattered, like you're not trying too hard. It covers forehead lines without screaming, "I'm hiding something." And it frames the eyes in a way that says, "Yes, I'm still making eye contact, and I still notice bad behavior." Plus, it grows out beautifully. You can skip a trim or two without waking up one morning looking like Beethoven. I always say, if your face is the canvas, this cut brings the frame in. No pulling, no dragging, just balance. Style 2. Shoulder-length shag with face layers. Let's talk necks. Because at some point, mine started folding, like laundry. And suddenly, every haircut that used to make me feel breezy started making me feel exposed. Now I know what some people say, just cut it all off, go short, own it, which is fine. But some of us like the feeling of hair brushing our shoulders, like a gentle reminder that we're still a bit romantic. That's where the shag comes in. Not the big 1970s rocker shag. I'm talking soft layers around shoulder length with some movement. It's like air conditioning for your neck, but also happens to drape just enough to blur the little creases we collect over time. ... And the face framing layers? Oh, bless them. They draw the eye in toward your cheeks, away from the jowls, the jawline, and whatever's happening under the chin this week. It's also incredibly forgiving. You wake up with a little wave, a little bend. It works. No battle with the round brush. No 30-minute blowout that ends in mild shoulder injury. One woman told me, "This haircut makes me feel like myself. Just edited by someone kind." Couldn't have said it better. Style 3. French bob with side fringe. A French bob sounds fancy. And let's be honest, the first time I heard it, I thought, well, I'm not exactly strolling down the Seine in red lipstick. But this cut isn't about being Parisian. It's about proportions. See, when your face is long and your hair is long, you risk entering what I call the witchy triangle. All length, no lift. The French bob flips that. It hits right around the jaw. Not too low, not too severe. And gives you volume outward instead of downward. And that side fringe, magic. It gently pulls focus up to your eyes, so people see your expression, not your under-eye bags or that one deep line that's starting to look like a roadmap. It also moves with your face. When you smile, it softens. When you raise an eyebrow, it plays along. One of my friends, she's 68, always stylish, She got this cut and said, "I feel like a museum curator who also makes cocktails. Chic, but fun." Best part? You don't need thick hair to pull this off. In fact, the slight bend or wave we get after 60 actually helps this style. This isn't a haircut that demands attention. It just earns it. Style 4. Tapered pixie with volume on crown. I used to say, I'll go short when I give up. Well, surprise, I went short, and I've never felt more awake. Here's the truth they don't tell you. A well-cut pixie doesn't make you look like your Uncle Harold. It makes you look lifted, like your face had a little vacation and came back rested. The key is in the shape. You want it tapered at the nape and around the ears. Clean, but not tight. And up top, that's where the magic is. A little volume at the crown gives your whole face a boost. It draws the eye up, instead of down toward the neck or the jowl zone. You know, that soft little pouch we pretend isn't there. It's also surprisingly feminine, especially if you ask your stylist for some softness at the edges. Think deliberate, not spiky. And talk about freedom. Shower, towel, fingers, done. No round brush, no hot tools, no negotiating with your hair like it's a toddler. One woman told me, I thought I'd feel exposed, but I feel seen, and I like who I see. If you've been flirting with the idea of going short, this might be your sign. It's not a surrender, it's a reset. Style 5. Mid-length cut with curved face framing. Not everyone wants bangs. Not everyone wants layers up to their eyebrows. Some of us just want quiet hair. Hair that behaves. Hair that flatters. Hair that doesn't need a pep talk every morning. That's where this one comes in. Mid-length, think just past the shoulders, with soft, curved layers that follow your face like a gentle comma. Not sharp, not blunt, just kind. It doesn't shrink your face, but it softens the outline, especially if your cheeks have started to hollow out a bit, or if the jawline feels less defined and more melting. The magic is in how the layers hug the sides. They catch the light, create movement, and guide the eye where you want it, which is not toward your neck, especially if your neck has joined the resistance. And here's the best part. It works with your natural texture. Straight, wavy, a little unpredictable depending on the weather, it still holds. One woman said, it's like the haircut isn't trying to make a point, it's just making peace. And I thought, yes, that's exactly it. You know, I used to think I needed to fix my face. The lines, the length, the things that time quietly adds without asking. But it turns out, most of the time, it wasn't the face, it was the frame. And the right cut doesn't erase age. It just honors it by helping us carry it with a little more grace. So if you're standing in front of the mirror, tilting your head, pulling your hair back, squinting at your reflection, maybe it's time. Not for a new face, not for a younger you, just a better frame. And if this video helped you in any way, share it with someone you love. Or leave a comment, I always read them. And if you're not yet part of our little corner here, click subscribe and join us. Glow After 60 is just getting started.